for 30 years, I'm not dating her, she has really taken over the music, comedy, reggae, dancehall industry here in Jamaica and all across the globe. Sharon is Jamaican by every stretch of the imagination, and she epitomizes what a woman in a male-dominated field really is. Sharon, welcome to Straightforward.
Thank you very much, Carol. But now you're telling people that I started when I was 2 years old.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Amazing.
Amazing. Sharon, where are you from?
Where am I from? Kingston, Jamaica.
You're a Kingston girl. You're a city girl.
I'm a town girl.
Alright, so you would have been everywhere in the world.
Not everywhere.
Well,
almost.
Almost. Alright. Where have you not gone where you'd like to go?
Cuba, New Zealand.
You've never been to Cuba?
No.
No,
I've been to every other Caribbean island except Cuba.
Oh, that's shocking. And Cuba has some of the best music.
I'm going there this year. I would have gone in Easter if it had not been for COVID-19.
Okay. While we're on the subject of Caribbean, you did a one Caribbean show in Antigua. You brought some artists there after the hurricane.
Yes.
And you
How
had...
do you know that?
I know a lot of things. Doggy Fresh was there.
Yes.
Shaggy, Conscience, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about those kind of collaborations. And we're going to take you back, but obviously I thought we would start in the region.
Well, when I heard about Antigua, and I think it was Dominica, that was badly damaged.
Right.
Those things really put an impact on me. So I knew somebody who was in the Prime Minister's office. Mm-hmm. I called her, and the rest was history.
Yes, Miss McCool. Yes, no, she adores you. As a matter of fact, I'd like to say hello to Philip Spooner, who when I posted that I'm having Sharon, yes, he says, oh my God, she's the real boss.
No.
So you have fans in the Caribbean?
Yes.
All right, well, let's take you back, Sharon. Fully loaded. You come fully loaded. Mm-hmm. You are everything in the entertainment industry.
Well, fully loaded came from really well, you know the history of where I started in the music business. I started with Tommy Cowan. Mm-hmm. You knew that?
Yes, ma'am. I did my research.
I started with Tommy. Tommy introduced me to Minister Grange.
Right.
And Minister Grange thought that I was a little Minister Grange. So she had this concert, major concert. I can't even remember. Was it Carifest? Or what did something?
Carifesto was the
Carifesto.
Was it Caribbean showcase?
Right.
Back in those days.
Yes. And she put me to work with Ronnie Burke. Mm. And I did Sunsplash for like almost 20 years of my life.
Well, here, and Ronnie, let me tell you, don't mistake Ronnie's sweetness for weakness. He's a hard...
Listen, he should be the one sitting here. He is... Those Reggae Sunsplash was what really grew reggae and dancehall to what it is
today.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I learned a lot from them.
Yeah, but so fully loaded. Tell us how...
That came so long after.
Yeah.
Fully Loaded was actually started with Ronnie and myself. Mm-hmm. And I said, instead of 2 sound systems, let's do 4 and let's make it into a nice party clash. So it really started with a vibe of about 500 people. Mm-hmm. And then DMX came that year. Mm-hmm. When DMX came, everybody said, oh my gosh, I miss Fully Loaded. The following year, I recycled tickets about 6 times. Yeah. Oh we just kept recycling tickets, recycling. All my friends came to the gate. At the time, Sean Paul was working the gate. Mm-hmm. Steve Wilson, Gina Giles, Kid Rain, and it was like all the young people had worked on that event for me. So they really helped grow it. Sean used to be out in the everywhere. I missed Fully Loaded.
Right.
So yes.
Yeah, because Sean would have been very active in school and doing.
This was after school.
After, but he was known as the athlete at the time, just before he came onto the scene as an artist. But Sharon, you would have worked with a lot of people, including people like Sinbad.
Yes, I did Sinbad. I would leave Jamaica for 2 months and travel wherever he did his HBO Music Festival with him as one of the talent producers and as one of his assistants, yes.
How was that? Tell us about
Amazing, amazing, just meeting so many different people, a lot. Everybody, Isley Brothers, be the talent producer for, all the old Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
So you done met Philip Daly?
Yes, I had to go to the airport to meet Philip.
Oh, what was that like? Earth, Wind and Fire is probably one of my favorite all-time groups.
I prefer the Isley Brothers.
Oh, really?
Oh.
What kind of music you like? Now that you
Everything.
Yeah, but alright, so, and it changes based on the time of day? Alright.
Yeah, pretty much.
What you listen to in the mornings?
Anything. I'll just keep switching the stations to see if they're playing my artist of the day.
Oh, so you get into that kind of thing because you work with so many different people. So there's no quiet moment that you have that you sit down and say, alright, I want to listen to.
No, my quiet time is playing Kaluki.
Oh?
Yes.
Alright.
That is my quiet time. That's my little space.
Oh my God. So we're going to take on Lisa Bell, if you're watching, we're going to take on
No,
Sharon.
nobody can beat me. Nobody. They have all tried.
Oh my God. And where you learn Kaluki?
Back when all the flight attendants used to play,
Yes.
and I have cousins who were flight attendants, friends who were flight attendants.
Okay, cool. Kaluki is one of those famous games that I've seen husbands sleep in the couch because wives beat them and that kind of a thing. So it's a serious game though. But Sharon, let's go back. Jamaica's music industry. How has it changed during the time in which you have worked in it? Meaning, what's the context of the music?
You know what was nice when I worked, and I've never seen that again except for the Bourgeois Bantam concert. I may have seen that. Back in those days.
By the way, viewers and listeners, she's always on her phone. I don't know, which is one of the reasons I had to bring her here, because if she was at home and we're doing this via Instagram, she'd be on her phone. She's always fidgeting, and she's doing well tonight, by the way. She's doing very well. Yes.
Yes. Reggae Sunsplash. When Reggae Sunsplash was around, there weren't any festivals in the world like that. No reggae festival. There was none. So you'd have all these people coming from all over the world to be at Reggae Sunsplash. I've not seen anything in Jamaica except for the one night of Bourgeois like Reggae Sunsplash with such diverse set of people, all. I mean, Sunsplash had people from Europe, Africa, New Zealand, all over the world. I've not seen that. I've not seen that again. So that in itself, I think the music industry needs to get back there, where we can attract people from all over the world. I know there would be people around who would say, yes, Rebel Salute. Rebel Salute is one of the closest things to Reggae Sunsplash also, but Reggae Sunsplash, that really generated a lot of people from around the world for us.
So, do you actually go to any event as a fan?
I try, but it's boring.
Really? Really? So you always at work, Sharon?
I don't go anywhere. Or I'm a Netflix junkie.
So what you used to do before Netflix?
Watch other movies. There was internet with movies, and before that, you go to Carrie.
Oh, so you're a movie buff. We're going to get back to that. But, so Sunsplash is one of your...
Yes, it's my heartbeat.
Okay. Is there any opportunity for you to recreate something of that kind?
You know what? I've seen people try to do it, and they've all been unsuccessful. It's not, the younger generation now don't appreciate that level of music. They don't. It's just and dancing on booze. No, they don't appreciate that level of music.
Yeah, but so what can you do? Because I know you've worked with a whole host of young people.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I know about you. You're always carrying somebody along with you. How will your legacy be felt with regards to helping people to create products of that kind?
I don't know. I think recently I did the Caribbean Music Conference about 15 years ago. And then I decided to try and bring everybody, and I really want to educate the younger generation about the music, because the older ones think that they know it already, which I don't think they do. But when you're at that age, it's hard to really convince them that what they're doing is wrong, and coming as a woman in this industry, me telling them, some of them listen, come my out and listens to me.
Oh, I know he did that great interview on radio today.
He did?
Of course, and you know him have to talk about him, Sharon.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Okay, so yes, I know he's one of your favorites.
Yes, and Shaggy, oh my Lord.
I know, we're going to talk about Shaggy, because we know how that story went.
Yes, so going back, so Caribbean Music Expo, I did that, and we had lots more Caribbean people coming than the Jamaican industry itself, and I was very disappointed. And then I decided that I want to do it during Reggae Month this year, that I would do it during Reggae Month this year. And I had called someone who I knew at Pandora Music and asked them to come to Jamaica and be a part of this. They said there is something already happening, which is another conference during that time. And I said, really? Who is on this conference? What is this time? No, it's November, you know. What is this conference about? I haven't heard about it. Who's coming? I looked on the lineup, and in Sharon's mad way, I said, no. Let me partner with these people and show them how to do it. So I came on board, and I brought in Spotify, I brought in Pandora, I brought in Diesel, I brought in Tumabasa from YouTube. I asked Shaggy to come, I asked Grams Morgan.
I remember that.
I asked Grams Morgan to come. Then I went out to the sponsors. I went to William Food, who seldom tells me no, because he knows he's going to get something good.
Yeah, man, William is a good guy.
A very good guy. I asked William. I went to Digicel. Digicel was on board. I went to, who else was a sponsor? Digicel. Pandora was also a sponsor.
Right. We have a little studio audience.
Yes, we're little. 6 feet apart. Don't forget to tell them.
No, I know. And see, we have our masks and sanitizers. So.
Audio Mac was a sponsor. Thank you for that one. Courtly itself was a sponsor. We had many sponsors who came on board, and they had never seen this. They had been around for 6 or 7 years, and they had never seen this. We transformed Courtly Auditorium, and we had 3 days of it. 3 days first, we brought in all the schools, and on that, we had Jamila performing, we had Tamar Icon performing, we had all the young people, we had Ding Dong performing, and they had never seen anything like this. So we basically transformed it. Now I have Shaggy on board with me fully to do this, because he thought that it was very exciting, and it gave the Jamaican audience to understand the music industry, to understand the music more.
Right.
So that is what, coming back from Sunsplash, that's two of my great highlights. That up to this day, and this only came in February.
Okay.
I'm fully loaded, of course, but you know, that's dance.
Oh yeah. But Sharon, you would have touched a little bit of everything in terms of the artists. So it's reggae, dancehall, soul. I mean,
I'm a hip hop fan too. Big
know.
time.
Yeah, Doggy Fresh is one of their favorites. You know, you brought him down to Antigua and Swiss Beats. Yeah, we're going to get to that, because that versus thing was the clash with Meaning Man and Bounty Killer.
Oh, that was awesome.
It wasn't a clash though.
No, you watch it. That was just brothers doing their thing.
Let me tell you, when I listen to them now, because since they've done it and they've been,
It's been amazing for them.
absolutely.
I mean, they have been in Billboard, they have been in everything, VH1, they are all over the place. It re-energized dancehall. That's what it did. It re-energized dancehall. Now the A&Rs are looking on us again.
And Sharon is there and ready for it.
Yes, but I'm into, because I also managed Ray Island and I also managed Jamila Falak, Matthew Blake. Matthew is kind of pop R&B, so
Matthew is on an unplugged show this weekend.
yes, I produce the unplugged shows with my dear friend there over there, which she wants to remain silent.
You see? If you notice what we're talking about, so Sharon would have touched everybody, the event planners, the producers, you manage stage, PR.
I do some PR, you know, so you and I can go into business.
Really? Solid agency.
I just had Wycliffe on in Grenada this morning on the air at 7:30. I had to set my alarm.
You
Get
got
up and
Wycliffe to get up and to go on here.
And yesterday he did Barbados for me, because himself and Dre Allen is on a song called Justice, about the killing in America.
Right.
So I sent him Dre's album, he loved it, and I said, you know, even him off this. And the rest is.
Oh boy. So Sharon, you just call up somebody and say, this needs to be done.
And tell them the answer, and them say, yes. Cliff will be like, yes, Sharon, what you need now. Shaggy will be like, okay, all right, my head friend, what's happening now? So, yeah.
On a day when you have to produce a show, what is your prep like? So you had the Buju Banton show.
I can drive my staff crazy, yeah.
Yeah, we know that. You drive me crazy too. Sharon, I used to work at Jamaica Tourism, and you used to just walk up and say, you know, this is what you need.
And I'd be like, Tino, can you help me with some chicken today? I need it, actually. I drive them all crazy.
What's your prep like? When you wake up that morning of March 16, last year, 2019, for the Buju concert, when you woke up that morning and you realized, this is it, how you feel? Tell me what goes
How
through
I really feel and what really happened. What happened? No, I was very calm. Everything was in place.
No, I'm saying, what is your day like? What's your morning like? When you know you have
No, but when you have proper staff to do what you want to do, you don't have to worry. And that I did have.
Okay. And that has carried you through. You have engaged a lot of people that are
Yes.
efficient.
Very efficient.
Okay.
My staff is very efficient.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about artist management. What is it that makes you so good in what you do? Can you drive people crazy, Sharon?
Yeah,
You
very crazy.
absolutely drive people
Well,
crazy.
let me tell you something. First, I have to be in love with your music.
Oh,
Right?
that's
I
interesting.
don't like to manage people who I don't like their music. If it doesn't do anything for me, I stay up 3 o'clock in the morning calling Japan, play this, play that, play that, play this. But if it don't energize me, nobody come to me.
Oh dear. How many contacts do you have in your Rolodex, Sharon? Too much.
In this phone 2000, in my other phone 26. I checked it that day.
Oh my God. Oh boy.
But sometimes people keep it and I just say, yeah, put in your number, sometimes I don't remember. That's alright.
All right, so again, go back to the question. So you say you have never been to Cuba, you have never been to New Zealand. Is there?
Or Australia.
Or Australia. You didn't go to Australia with China when you went? Oh, okay.
The fares are very expensive and I like to fly business air first.
Well, if you're going that far,
Yes,
you
I
know.
like to be comfortable when I'm flying.
If you just joined us, I'm speaking today, really spectacular Sharon Burke, who's been in the business of entertainment and music. We're going up to 9 o'clock, and you know, one of the things that you may have missed, and you can catch it back on IGTV, Sharon really wants to help young people. She's been tremendous in what she's done, and like now she has a youngster with her music. Tell us a little bit about Jamila.
I've been trying to manage Jamila for about 2 years. I think I always go after them, the ones that come after me. don't really work out. I like to go after them because I hear their music.
That's interesting. So you go after people. That has been your mantra over the years?
Whenever I want.
Oh. So you went after Bonjukila? You went after Shaggy?
Because I've known Shaggy for so long.
Right.
From he just like, from he's like 19 or 20. So yeah, we've been all around Shaggy and I go through things where I was doing the Caribbean, but he was such a mega star. He wondered, why am I going to, she don't know what she's doing, but then he understood that this was third world Shaggy. It's not the great America that. But we've been friends since then. Himself and Rebecca have been great friends to me.
Right. And you're a massive part of the Shaggy and Friends establishment.
I'm the co-producer with Rebecca.
Right. When is that due again?
We don't know. We've been doing it a long time.
Right. And you have contributed tremendously to the Boston Mountain Hospital for Children.
And trying to keep doing the treat every year. We still get involved in the treats where he buys the presents and we go there and help, and we're still a part of the Boston Mountain. If they're calling us, we help. But the concert, I don't know when.
Okay. Wow. I'm going to go back to Sinbad. When you were doing the Sinbad show when you was on HBO, tell us what was that like? Because the American artists are a little different in terms of their...
It was normal. Yeah, actually, the first one I remember us doing was in St. Martin. Then we moved to, asking to come to Jamaica. And at the time, everybody, all the hotels gave him a price, and by the time he reached back, they had double the price when they realized that the rooms were sold out. So he said Jamaica made him feel as if he had gone 10 steps forward and 100 steps backward. So we never came back and lived in Jamaica.
Oh boy.
We went to Aruba, we went to St. Thomas. And all of them are successful for HBO, every single one of them. I think we missed out on that.
And that's a good way now to talk about that. How has Jamaica engaged the rest of the world with regards to entertainment products?
Wherever I went, the government always had that festival that they supported. Always. When we went to Aruba, the government always drew a check for 500,000 US and gave them to put on this festival.
Because they get people to come in, the rooms are filled, people buy food.
Yes.
What would be some of the recommendations you'd give to Jamaica to kind of engage? Because we face the same issue for sports, as I'm sure you know. But how can Jamaica package itself better to have top class entertainment products?
I think the government have to subsidize some of the promoters if we come with good ads. I mean, government was not part of the budget until the concert at all. Sponsors were Lysinka, KFC, Gleaner, no, it wasn't Gleaner, Observer,
And
Boom, Lysinka is
right.
Yeah. So, I mean, they never, and they had so many tourists that came in, so much international press was here, VH1, MTV, this magazine, that magazine. I thought that they should have jumped on the opportunity.
Well, you know
Even
that...
look at Shaggy and Friends. They should come to us and say, instead of a one-night thing, let us turn this into a 3-day. We are helping them.
Yeah, because, I mean, last week, one morning, I saw Skip Marley on Good Morning America, and I'm saying, while the entertainment people and the sports people are always consistently putting Jamaica's brand ahead.
Oh boy, look at Shaggy and Sean, and the list goes on, Chronics. And I think we should even say, if we can get on Good Morning America, let's fly the band there, because it's Jamaica that is benefiting even more than the artists sometimes. Everybody's doing it. Look at Versus.
I know.
Look at Versus. You don't remember Riri? You see me?
I know, their numbers grew, doubled.
It doubled. I mean, I had to face everybody, tell them to start the class, tell them that, and I'm like, okay, Swiss, we are going to start the clash now. But everybody kept calling, everybody was 500,000 people. I don't know when last, I don't know if I've ever seen that much for Jamaican Entertainment on any Instagram. Sorry.
Really, Sharon? You're not going to answer your phone?
No.
This is what I have to put up with. Sharon and I are in a meeting. We have sat on a few boards together.
I'm in an interview, Vanessa.
And Sharon is always answering her phone. And we're saying hello to some people who are online. Ricky Case.
Your eyes are very good.
Data said she wanted to watch the show, but you know she has a live because this.
Oh, Data?
Data has a live going on now.
I didn't even know.
Right,
that.
so you know, we can actually watch this show back. But we're having people who are saying hello, and we're halfway through the program. But no, let's get back to Jamaica. What else can the country as a whole do? Because the entertainment product is so good for the island. That's as simple as I can say.
We need to have more festivals, I think. I think Brand Jamaica needs more exposure and not only keeping it here. I'm hoping that the pier will open up downtown. You have heard that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wish for that to happen. I like blocking off the road downtown. When we did it, Tesson's homecoming, you were there.
Homecoming, right.
We blocked the streets. That was nice. I think we need to have more, like we should be at the Pegasus now.
Right.
And I think we should have live bands here at least 3 times a week.
Food ends, I hope you're watching.
Yeah.
Here, that's an idea. Yeah. The Pegasus has been great. The Pegasus has not closed.
Right.
During,
No.
Right.
They have been
No. They have been very fabulous. And
but I
they
just
support.
think that this is a home of reggae. When I go to Barbados, I can find a reggae band
Everywhere.
everywhere.
That's
So
true.
we are Jamaica, not only in Mobay, we should have that in Kingston. The hotels are always full of people.
Mm-hmm.
So we should have a reggae band where, look, all of them are in close proximity. Why can't we have one band? We invite over people, Red Strap have a bus that pick up people all around and just do their thing. We used to get a lot of them when I did the Tracks on Records series.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Oh yes.
Right.
That was something else.
So we'd have some of the hoteliers send over the people there. But I think we need one in this vicinity. Yeah.
Because
I was so shocked. Barbados. You can go and hear reggae music. What happened to us?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to us? We should have that.
Right. Hello, Heather, Dwayne, and Lyndon tuning in from all over the world. I think Lyndon is in New York. Heather is somewhere in the United States.
Lyndon
Taylor from Finn Partners.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know Lyndon.
Lyndon, whatever you have for Sharon, call her in the morning. Don't WhatsApp her now because her phone is gone. I took away her phone. Yes, so you're talking about Kingston reviving live music. Who are some of the hot people on the scene now, Sharon? I mean, without...
Apart from Jamila Andrea, the younger ones you're talking, Kemar Icon, which is really nice. Tessan is on the show on Ramin, as you see on Sunday. There's a Chris Martin. There is Lila Ike. Protege.
Protege is quite a mature.
Yeah. He reminds me more of like a Kanye. He gets involved into Naomi Khan.
Yeah. Kind of ginger girl.
No, she's not very ginger.
Or Paradise Club. Alright. That's
We
why
need some homework.
I know. That's why I'm not in the music business and you are. Who are some of your favorite artists, international artists?
Oh, the ones that are my friends.
Sharon, you have way too many friends.
Wycliffe.
No, I'm not talking.
You're not talking like Wycliffe, Shaggy, and Swiss Beats.
No.
Okay, all right.
Who do you go to listen to, or who's
you know who is my favorite all time? Snoop. Arrested Development was my favorite band of all times. I would fly somewhere to go and see them. You know Arrested Development?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't know them, but you can't. It's all right. Pretend. You don't have to pretend.
I know who Snoop is. I also know who Snoop is.
I know, man, but Arrested Development is like, and I liked Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'm a Alicia Keys fan.
Oh, you know, they're doing Alicia Keys and Don.
Yeah, because Alicia is married to Sue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, dear.
Right, so international, that's it.
Okay.
International. Oh, and then you have Wizkid from Africa and Burna Boy. Stacey Barth, excellent songwriter, excellent singer. She's kind of underground, but fabulous voice.
Sharon, you just
and Korean. How could I forget Esco? Right?
You know,
Esco is amazing.
You just commented about a pool of people. Where is that information stored? Is there a book? Is there a documentary? Is there something about Sharon Burke that's going to be out? You not made that? So how are you going to transmit that information?
Well, if I have Carole can probably help me write my book.
Oh, well, here, there's an opportunity. Hi, Debbie Bessoon.
Debs, how are you, my love?
I know.
I can always call on Debbie.
And I think your friend Tammy Chin is on.
Tamika, Tamsy, Tams.
This is Marshall.
Yes.
Mitchell, actually. Wayne Marshall. Yeah, they have a fabulous show on YouTube.
I know. I watch it every day.
Oh my God. Wayne,
so much so Wayne and I went out the other night and he remembered everybody. I was his sidekick and he forgot me. I had to comment on it. Right, Tammy?
Alright, so we're talking about, so of course I'll write your book, Sharon. Listen, if the fact that you're even here sitting down with me, guys, this is really historic. Let me tell you, because Sharon Burke don't do these things. First of all,
she knows I have ADD.
Right, and I'm happy that you're not even fidgeting, and but your life has really been exciting, but it has also put Jamaica's music entertainment industry in a position that the rest of us can follow, if you say so. How have you managed? You're in a male-dominated world. You still look fresh. You're still miserable, but you still get things done.
I can tell you what I do. I'm a rough person, and I just drive over them and just hit them out of the way as if they are not there.
Oh, that's your style?
I have to be in a male-dominated. Oh, man. And then the women are worse than the men.
Tell me about that.
No, so. No, they are worse. Some things I hear about me that I don't know.
No, well, listen.
And I don't even bother with it. I just said, fluff.
People
go right along.
People are still green mango. You have done this consistently.
I've proven myself, don't you?
But proven. Listen, ladies, this is an opportunity. As a matter of fact, do you do guest lectures?
No.
When school reopens, I had Sharon Burke on the show. When school reopens, I'm going to ensure that Sharon gets you. Yes, Sharon. Yes. None of that's part of the book thing, Because when you get into that academia and formal thing.
No, that. I hope my son is not watching it, really. I hope he's in the studio.
Oh,
I'm not watching.
What are you working on? Why are we talking about studio? What are you working on now?
Right at this moment, Sunday coming.
Right.
Dre Allen's album, which is out, and we have to get it all over the world. Jamila's album, which is coming up. Shaggy has an album coming up, so the Caribbean, I'm trying to. And I'm also consulting for D-Music to bring on board for Caribbean people to download D-Music and understand that that is our Spotify of the world.
Okay.
D-Music is our Spotify.
Yeah, there were some questions while the Versus thing was going on about a platform in Jamaica. So
D-Music is the platform.
Right. What are some, and so you're...
So in other words, if you are in America, you can download D-Music.
Oh.
But in the Caribbean, it's a package too. Just like how with Spotify, you can download everybody's music. Jamila's song, Shaggy's song, Dre Allen's song, Tessan's song, Bounty song, Beanie's song, you name it.
Tessan and the voice. What was that experience like?
It was amazing the night she won. Amazing.
How do you get excited? What was your
When we
reaction?
were there waiting to see when they called the second place winner, everybody all of us started screaming because we knew there was only one person left, and that was Tess.
All right, so let me talk a little bit about Tess, because Jamaica thought that Tess now has a child.
Mm-hmm. She's married,
raising her family. What's next for Tessa?
Sunday.
Okay. She has she
has new material she's going to bring home shortly.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this COVID time, though, Sharon, how has the business adjusted or changed?
Well, I think it's better for artists, because everybody's inside. Versus showed us that on a regular day, we would not have had that because people would have been out at parties on a Saturday night. Versus showed us that the world was tuned in to Mountie and Beanie. Every entertainer you could think of worldwide, G-Wiz was on it, Whiskey was on it, everybody was on it. Everybody as far as Africa, London,
yeah.
Steph London was on it from, and one time it would have been in London about 6 hours ahead, and we started at 7, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, about 1 o'clock. No man, everybody was popping, people were saying, don't stop, don't stop. Amazing, especially when the police came in.
Alright, tell us about
No. All fear for that. Policemen were very nice. So nice. Thank you, JCF again. They were very nice. I'll tell you off here.
Yeah. I know you don't want to be that girl, right?
No, I don't want to be that girl. Please.
Alright, what has been your most exciting show?
My most exciting show.
As we have 25 minutes. We still have 25 minutes.
Oh, okay, so we have slow down. So there's no break in this show?
No, darling.
Jeez,
We're live
no
on
food?
Instagram.
Oh my God.
We can't eat on set. We eat after.
We're supposed to have a break and say, no.
You watch too much TV.
What has been my most exciting show? You know what? I really like the Shaggy show that Tessa with Shaggy and Friends, because I was giving back to the Bustamante one. But a special show for that was when every minister cursed me out because they couldn't get a ticket. Right in this room right here. Listen to me, don't come to me for anything else. I said, there are literally no more tickets. Can I have an armband? Can I send you it? People literally got vexed with me because I told them it was for a worthy cause. So many people wanted to come in free. I said, no.
Well, you manage that, Sharon, because like we're in sports and the same thing happens.
We just send them to the people, Rebecca man, and she just, our face alone tell them no tickets. So we just don't, I just don't think there's a promoter from Barbados today that don't speak to me because I told him to buy his ticket. I said, when I'm coming to your show, if I'm bringing one of my friends from Barbados, they have to pay for the ticket. And this is for a worthy cause. This is not a free concert.
As we say hello to Blacker Ellis and of course Gary Matalon, who was my guest.
Gary.
Show number 6. Yes, Gary, can you imagine? I'm sitting in front of me right
Gary,
now.
if you just came on, I talk about tracks and records already.
No, we're going to go back to behind the scenes because that whole range and list of artists that you had on that series.
I can't remember all of them.
No, but you had a range. You had the Nomads, you had
I Win, which is one of my favorites too. I had Queen Africa.
or a studio audience.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere. It's not only in the studio and distract me. Everywhere I go. Richie Spice. Who else?
We had Tanya Stevens.
Yeah, we had Tanya Stevens. A lot we had Wayne Marshall. Shaggy did one with the whole ranch crew.
Right.
Bounty.
Beanie, right.
Right. A lot of them. A lot.
Did we do Lady Soul before she switched over to marry?
No, I did Lady Soul at Shaggy and Friends.
Shaggy and Friends.
I just did her the other day on the digital series.
Okay.
And she was quite good. It was nice. Yeah, and her name is not Lady Song, please.
Sister Marion.
Sister Marion Hall, please don't
No, actually,
forget it.
I know Marion. I
Okay.
watched.
It's not Lady Song, Marion Hall. Don't get me upset right here.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, when I listen to the radio days on a few of the stations here and abroad, they still refer to her as Lady Song.
Well, they shouldn't because she does not like it.
Oh, I mean, you've seen artists go through changes, Sharon.
I saw Papa San go through changes.
Let's
I was
stitch it.
there when
Stitch
he
it.
went through all these stages. I think he lost 2 brothers and a sister, and he decided it was time to make a change. He did.
How does that affect you as a artist manager / promoter? How do you make the adjustments even when you're planning shows?
In terms of what?
How do you select your lineup?
I really turn to the young people for that because I want to fill my place. So I'm not going to listen to my old feet who don't go nowhere. My friends, they go nowhere. If I listen to them, I go on poor. So the young people, my son is a young producer, so I listen to him. My nephews, Mark and Marlon, I listen to all of them.
And
I
so
like Jamila, they all tell me who's Andrea, all of them tell me.
have you put on your ultimate show with artists?
I don't think so. Shaggy wants to do the last Shaggy and Friends. I don't know when that will be, and that sounds like the ultimate show. He actually wants to do it still. So I think that will be.
Alright. Without putting you and this the question I'm gonna ask Sharon is by no stretch of who our favorites are, but if you had if you needed to have a show with 5 artists.
No, you crazy to think me do I answer that right here, so no. You're mad. You're crazy. No, I want all of them. All 20 of them, else none. You're mad.
You like long shows or you like short shows?
I'm not answering you that.
No, long or short, meaning
Short,
you like overnight.
Those days are gone for me. And the young people, their span is so short when they're not interested. They're just wondering to come out at 1 o'clock in the morning and by 3 o'clock they're gone home. That's it. Go to not driving daddy bossy car and it's a different generation.
So you're saying that the attention span for young people and shows are not as long as
they rather go out and party or whole for them get at 100 or all over the place. No. That is something very exciting for them.
That's
A lot of foreigners were here for the Butcher Show. A lot of the young people, and not a lot of young people went. It's mostly senior people that went. 35 and up.
So us mature folks are still the ones.
By 12 o'clock, our eyes shutting down.
Speak for yourself.
No, Carol, you too.
Me? No, Sharon. Actually, somebody was in this room when I were at the Butcher Show. And I worked at the Kingston Marathon in the morning, so I didn't sleep at all.
Oh, says you never make us do the after party.
I remember that.
Alright.
Anyway, yeah, but you took our date, Sharon.
But in a brave still.
I mean, alright, so
Brave.
how do you manage when you have like events like that? You have, call it a clash of events or something else is
I
happening.
just keep focused. And now keep focused.
Yeah, man. So the Strictly Roots Water is our sponsor. Strictly Roots. Mr. Michael Dawson. Sorry.
Oh,
This is spring
okay.
water. Yes. And I went somewhere recently, and I know where the actual water comes from.
Where is it from?
I can't tell you because I don't want people to go there. No.
So why
Meaning, no, it's.
I like to know where I get my water from, and you are telling me I can't go there because you don't want people to know where it's coming
No,
from.
because when I'm going
No,
back next
Carol,
week, we don't want you
no,
following me.
No, that don't sound right to me. That don't sound right at all.
Well, Jamaica has great spring water. this country. Alright, so we're just about in the last quarter now, Sharon. You would have done whole shows with men and women, and so post-COVID, what are some of the things that you think will work? You said actually COVID has made the industry far more exciting. Come alive.
Yeah, because you have to sit down and listen to music. You have to, you're not preoccupied with that, especially during that whole period. What was it? March, April, May, and we're still in it. You know, Carole, music is alive right now, I think, more than anything else. I mean,
you think there's more? What kind of investments would you like to see in music, even from the Jamaican perspective?
Just educating our young people about the industry. Because even with, for instance, I have to get back to the music. A lot of people don't know about the music, and the music, the youngest person, a 15, 16-year-old can go on the music, get their music on the music, and it's played to the Caribbean. We need to invest more in our music. We need to have more collaborations. I'm not saying we mustn't go outside of Jamaica, outside of the Caribbean, but with collaborations, and we need to enjoy it. Sometimes we don't think much of ourselves. We think less of ourselves, and we need to think more of ourselves. And we need to understand the business proper.
Right.
Once we understand the business, we'll get a far way. And at the conference, there was this girl, Tanya, and there was Tuma Bassa, and they said, and the audience was saying, but you don't pay us any mind. She said, I fly here from Jamaica, from New York, and my meeting is at 2. You don't turn up for the whole day and say, let us meet tomorrow now. Then tomorrow comes, and then at 3 o'clock she's supposed to meet you, and you say, hold on then, I soon come. Then you come in with a bag of man. If she don't smoke, you smoke her up. And you spend half an hour getting it together. You have to wait on your NEC, you have to wait on this, and then you're gone again. So we first have to invest in ourselves and understand all this music.
How do you
to get
see
exposure.
Someone like you playing a role in that?
Well, I choose, the artists who have manners and who can understand. You understand me? I mean, I am now working, apart from Shaggy, I'm now working with Dre Island, and he has done every single interview, and I can see where it's helping him, where he's going. You understand me? Mm-hmm. And you have people like Jamila, they are on time. Then Jamila will sit down and put her website together. Our website is flawless. Everybody asks me, who does Jamila Falak website? I said, Jamila does our, all the young people have their websites. Jamila, Dre, you check the whole of people, do they have websites? Can send it anywhere? No. And you have to work for yourself. It's not only a manager, you have to help a manager to work too. Mm-hmm. You understand me? And that is a problem we're having in this industry. We have to be able to participate in everything. We just treat anybody with a promoter sending money, you don't want to do the drop. I mean, what is that? The man is investing. If it rain, you gone, you win. And I know people who lost their houses on a show in the rest of the Caribbean. One man phoned me to say he was going to commit suicide. After, I will tell you what show that was. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. When you overcharge too, people, man, I get very sensitive and I get very emotional is the word when I speak about this. Because we are our own worst enemies. We are. And we need to pull more together as an industry. There's nobody in this industry that can say they can come to me and I don't help them.
You've made some very important points with regards to collaborations and so on, Sharon. And, when we're my media hat, I've been on shows. I know that an artist is coming up on the next segment. And I see the producer signaling to the host of the show, stretch, because the artist is either not there yet, worse become makeup and that kind of thing. But obviously, as you said, you have chosen some really good ones. So your artists are on time.
And nice music too. Like for instance, Wayne Marshall, a friend of mine is very ill in Miami. And I said to Wayne, I called him yesterday morning and I said, Wayne, can you speak to my friend who you know, when she heard Wayne on the phone, she went crazy. She said, you have made my day. She's ill with cancer. You know, but I'll tell you after. And she said, Wayne, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is really Wayne Marshall on the phone. And she said, such wonderful things to lift her because she listened to Lord. I pray some, there's music for everybody. There's music for everybody. And I just think we need to just pull together as an industry, and I'm hoping that the conferences that we're having will help us to do that.
Okay.
I'm a mad woman, you know that already, but...
Well, you get things done, and that's important, because that is always the important thing. Shaggy. Shaggy is A-type. Shaggy is miserable.
No, he's not. He's not miserable.
Oh, he's not miserable to you?
He's not miserable.
You. No, when I say miserable...
Not miserable. Little bit.
Just a little bit. What is that relationship like? What it takes to work with a great act like Shaggy?
Well, you see, Shaggy is not only an act to me. Shaggy is a good friend of mine. Right. Shaggy is like my little brother. Right. Rebecca and I are inseparable. So it's hard to really say that.
Hi, Becky.
Oh, Becky's on?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. It's really hard to really say anything about it. They're my friends also, although I work for them. Yeah.
All right. Of course, we couldn't end without talking about Bounty Killer.
Oh.
The great Rodney.
Are the one.
Trust me. No, he's really, his birthday was recently. And
yeah, man, I went to the party, social distance.
Yeah.
Right, Rodney, social distance.
Yeah. What is he like to work with?
You know what? Tell you about Rodney now. Rodney will cuss me, but you don't try to cuss me to Rodney.
Yeah.
The man shall stay like that. Don't try to say nothing more than Sharon Burke. He had a rule.
I know. Wow.
Yeah, so no, and Rodney will say, Sharon, no, I'm not doing that. And by the time the conversation, so what time is it? I must do this now.
No, tell us what you tell him on the phone why I'm changing.
No, I will just go on and say, Rodney, you know, and it's for the, and his heart, his foundation has been so active in giving out food and care baskets. Man, we went down to Back to, you know where Back to is?
Majestic Gardens.
You know it? So we went down there, and when you look on the faces of the little kids and the people, there are a lot of hungry people in this country. But we have to help one another to make them pay. And you know I love politics, but I won't touch that tonight. But
would you go into politics?
Not again.
Not again? Oh.
But I help in politics.
I'm sure you do. By the way, did you ever see Bob Marley perform live?
Yeah. Where did I see him? I did, but I can't. Was it the one? I can't remember where, but I did.
No, you remember you're only.
Yeah, 32.
So you don't watch this on video?
Yeah, on video.
Yeah. Peter Tosh?
Yes. Peter was one of my favorite people. Okay. Favorite. If you're living in a glass house, don't throw stones.
What's
sorry for Margaret turn around by you. Oh my gosh, I live on Peter's songs.
Okay. Is there any philosophy that you live by?
Do good and good will follow you.
Okay. Nice.
And I always tell my son that.
Okay. You went to an all-girls school. How was that?
Alright, I did my own thing. Everybody remember me from school, you know, and people remember me.
If you weren't in the music business of Sharon, what would you have done? What subjects you were excellent in at school?
None. Always keeping the party.
Really? From them days then?
From them days. You know what I remember? I did a concert at Holy Childhood. And Danny Brownie And we were all like 16 and 17. Me, Danny, don't tell you age, you know, because then me, Danny, Donovan Bell Navis, and they all came with guitar. And I'm ready, and they said, Sharon, where is the PA system? I said, see the mics there? They said, no. Where is the PA system? I said, no, but to the microphone. I didn't know at the time that you needed a system to be connected to the mic.
To the mic. Yeah.
We had to postpone the concert.
Oh boy. And years later, you're still doing the same thing. Sharon, it has been an absolute pleasure. I'm happy that you're able to sit down with me.
For so long.
For so long. And you didn't fidget, thank God the phone probably passed out. So tell us about your new projects with Dre and Jamila.
My son, who is a young producer. Yeah. And Shaggy's album coming out, Dre Only's out, and Jamila's album coming out, Matthew Malcolm. So we have quite a few things. And I also work with Kamara Icon. Kamara is one of my really good artists. He works hard. He wants it bad, so he's working hard, and he's very good.
Alright. Guys, this has been Straightforward for another week. My special guest was Sharon Burke. I want to thank my team, Ryan Dale, who is our executive producer, Chance Williams, Celia Williams, Mealine Fashion, the airing is brought to you by Mealine Fashion. My water, Strictly Roots Water, Jelani Walters, Belinda Brady, who does our promo, and Andre Helps, who is my production assistant. And thanks to our small studio audience. I won't call their names because I don't want anybody to know where they are. But this has been another edition of Straightforward. Join us again every Thursday right here on IG and Facebook. I think my next guest is also in the music business. But come July, we're going to change it up. We may even go to Montego Bay. We're taking Straightforward on the road. Listeners, viewers, until next time, we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Straightforward with Carole Beckford, always a step ahead.